It is a snow day edition of math class. So here I am at my house on Tuesday night. They have called a snow day tomorrow, to which I say, oh yeah. And I've got my handy assistant William, who is here videoing for me, and we're going to do our lesson that we're supposed to have on Wednesday. I wouldn't usually do this, but the end of the 9 weeks is next week, and we've got to have a test next week to have this material covered. So the thing about this lesson is it's nothing really new, which I love, and so I'm excited about. So it won't be a big deal for you to watch the video. Now, you do have homework, and it is due on Thursday, and it is 11-5, P11-5. Also, don't forget about your iExcel homework, which is your Fun Friday Math. It's all on my website. Check out all the details there. Okay, let's get to our sheet. Bring it on over, Lily. All right, so our table of contents today is area of a rectangle. I went ahead and put Wednesday's date, which is February 25th. Page number is 127. And your learning target for today is I know the formula for area and can use this formula to find the area of a rectangle. So what I want you to do at home is pause your recording, pause the playing, and I want you to take down this learning target and then start playing it as soon as you have it down. Okay, so here's what you need to remember when you're talking about a 2D object, which 2D is something like this piece of paper, or a field of grass, or a room. Like say you want to figure out how much carpet you need for a room, okay? We're not talking about volume or something like how deep it is, how much can fit into something. We're talking about how much space there is, how much area, okay? So what is the formula for area then? Do you remember? You've already learned this. That's right, it's length times width. Area equals length times width. And A is area, okay? That's what that means. Now, if that's the case, then you need to just multiply when you're figuring out the area. So, oh, and by the way, my blue pen is going to be your pencil, so sorry about that. Couldn't find a black pen here that I liked. So what's going to happen if you have a rectangle with a width of 1/8 inch and a length of 3 inches. What are we going to do about that? So we have the length and we have the width. What are we going to do with that information? We need to figure out the area. So then we know, remember, that area equals length times width. So what are we going to do? We're going to say length, which is 3, times width, which is 1/8. Now, think back to what we talked about 2 days ago. What do you do when you're multiplying a whole number times a fraction? What's step 1? That's right. Put the whole number over 1. And let's solve it. Now, we have, in fact, I'm going to make my equal signs go down. Okay? So the step 2 then would be multiply your numerators. 3 times 1 is 3. Step 3 is multiply your denominators. 1 times 8 is 8. Step 4 is simplify if necessary. Can you simplify this problem? Nope, sure can't. So you're good to go. Now, what if you have one like this? A rectangle, R-E-C-T-A-N, with a, let's say a length of 1/3 and a width of 2/8. How are you going to find the area of this? That's right. Go back to length times width. So we have length times width. So area equals 1/3 times 2/8. So let me ask you a quick question just to remind ourselves of something. Would it really matter if I put 2/8 times 1/3? Nope, sure wouldn't. Why would it not matter? That's right, the commutative property of multiplication. You can move your pieces in a multiplication product around and still get the same answer. So then this step is actually even easier than a whole number because we don't have any whole numbers. We don't have to make it into a fraction. We just multiply our numerators and we get 2. We multiply our denominators and we get 24. Can you simplify this? You sure can. 2. No, just this. Yeah. You can simplify it and get 1/12. Now the only other thing you need to remember with this lesson is about a square. What do you know about a square? It has, what do you know, William?
It had 4 sides.
It does have 4 sides. Do you know anything else about it?
Shaped like a box.
It is shaped like a box. It's not shaped like a box like this, like a 3D box, okay? Just a box like this, like a piece of paper box, not like a 3D box, because this would be volume. It's just this kind of box. And you might not have learned this yet in kindergarten, but did you know that squares have the same length on each side? So a rectangle, by definition, has 2 sides that are the same. I'm going to call them A. And the other 2 sides are the same length, and I'm going to call them B. But a square, they have all, I'm going to use this D. They have all the same width sides. You need to remember that for the lesson today. Okay? Oh goodness, I don't know that he got all that in there. Okay, hope that helps. Let me go ahead and write this up here too. It is 11-5, okay? All right, so do P11-5 for your homework. See you on Thursday. School's out for snow day. Yeah.
Awesome.